Hi everyone, how's everybody doing today? I am Michelle the Introvert, and today's adventure brings me to Port Maitland Beach. So come on along with me and we'll see what kind of things we can see. A lot of nice picnic tables. A lot of room for little kids to run around and play. And there's some washroom facilities over there. It's a beautiful park. A lot of people come here. This is nice. Look at this. There's one over there, but then there's one here with the covering and the garbage too. Very nice, very practical. That's great. And there's Bumble the bumblebee. Very busy. Going from flower to flower. Oop. I am very curious. Gotta try this out. See if there's any water. Oh! Yes, it works, everybody, it works. Excellent. These are some of the awards that this beach has won. We'll take a closer look here. Best beach. That one's Yarmouth and Acadian Shores there. Wow, those are nice. Very good. There's a sign there. It's got some information on there. They have lifeguards today. It says pets, all pets must be on leash in hand at provincial parks. So dogs are allowed to go for walks on this beach with their owners. So that's really nice. It talks about the beach conditions, the hours of supervision. Everyone avoid jellyfish as much as possible. Interesting. Look at this view, everyone. This view that's coming up. Can you hear the waves? Wow, look at this view. I'm going to look to my left and show you. Right now, as you see, the tide is out. It's a beautiful spot. Look at this here sign. Caution, riptides. And it gives you some instructions on what to do if you're caught in a riptide. A rip current. Interesting. We even have the diagram too. Look at the seaweed that's on the beach. It's like all over the place. You can see little spots of seaweed all over. So the water comes in quite a ways when the tide comes in. And this is the evidence. Somebody's been having fun in the sand. I think that's great. Little sand castle. There's a clamshell right there. Can I see it, Josh? Oh yeah, it's part of a clamshell. Very good. Very nice. Look at this, you guys. There's crab legs. It looks like a seagull had some lunch. And you can see the little seagull footy prints there. Looks like the seagull had his lunch today. Crab legs all over the place. There's a crab shell right there, everybody. Woo! Got my shoes a little wet, but that's okay. Look at that. Cool. See the seagull footprints? And this is what the seagull footprints lead to. This up behind me is the breakwater. And you can see that there's a lot of seaweed here. And some barnacles too. Those are barnacles there. And then the wet seaweed there. This rock is covered in seaweed and barnacles. Look down here. All those barnacles. And we'll take a look up at the top here. It's way over my head. There's a crab shell right there. Can you guys see it okay? It's in that water. This here, I'll do a little close-up so you can all see. This is called Irish moss. And they harvest this and use it to make like a gelatin. They make ice cream and different things like that from this. Look at this seaweed here, everybody. The grass of the ocean. This here is the Bay of Fundy, and it has the highest tides in the world. And I'm going to slowly turn around this way so you guys can see. But right now the tide is out, but in 6 hours it'll start coming back in. And all of this here, as the tide comes in, all of this where you see the seaweed, all of that will be underwater. And I'm going to just keep turning so you guys can see. All the water will be, all of that will be underwater. All of that seaweed. And I don't know if you can see way off in the distance. That orange chair, that bright orange chair, that's how far the water will be going in. It'll go right up to where that orange chair is. But right now, and I'm going to keep turning. All that beach, all that will be underwater. All that, and that's where the water is right now. See that little path there? And there's a little critter right there. They call them pennywinkles. And he's on the move. Look at those beautiful waves. And I love the sound of the waves too. They're so comforting, relaxing. Some people, when they have trouble sleeping at night, they put on the sound of waves. Look at the sky too. It's a good day. I'm having a good time. And there's a few other people on the beach too. I see a dog over there with their owner. I'm keeping an eye down on the sand too to see what else I can see. In the past, this beach has been closed off and on. It's not closed now, but in the past it has been closed off and on different times because there had been sightings of great white sharks here in the waters. Does everybody remember watching Jaws? Well, that was a great white shark. And there had been some great white sharks here in these waters. This is such a beautiful spot, and it's a perfect place to go for a nice long walk. Oh, it's so nice. They're playing beach baseball. Look at that branch all covered in seaweed. There's a little path there. See how round and smooth the rocks are? I'll pick one up here. There's one there. Really smooth and round. It's because when the tide comes in and out, it bangs the rocks against each other and makes them really, really smooth. It knocks off all the rough edges. And that's why the rocks are so round and smooth. A little bit of science there. Look at that. There's a rock here. And look right there, everybody. Look at that. It almost looks man-made, doesn't it? Feels like it has grooves. Wow, isn't that something? Look at this piece of driftwood. I'll pick it up. And it's very light. But it's gone through the same thing that those round rocks have gone through. As the tide comes in and goes out, just bangs it against the rocks. Makes it smooth and very, very light. Makes a good souvenir. I have something else that I'd like to show you. I have in my hand sea sponge. Now anybody who watches SpongeBob SquarePants, this is what he's made from. And this was a plant at one time. There's quartz in this rock, as you can see, and the legend is that if you follow the trail of quartz, it will lead to gold. What a great time I've had here at Port Maitland Beach. It's the perfect day to be out. Not too hot, not too cold, it's just right. Well, thank you everyone for coming along with me on my adventure. There's more adventures to come. And I will see you soon. Enjoy your day. See you later. According to the GPS, we're in the water. Look where the car is.